Hey guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to show you real quick how you can take data, normalize it, and then unnormalize it or denormalize it. Typically you use this, for example, when you want to do clustering analysis. You need to make sure all your variables that you feed in to create your clusters with, that they are all, that there isn't one particular variable that's much larger than the others, because if not, then that'll give your clustering analysis a bigger sway when you're talking about k-means clustering. So anyway, let's move on. Right, we're going to start with this table here. Not too easy to see the range of values that are in here. We're calling these sales dollars. So what I did was I put together a quick little scatter plot we can look at just to highlight the difference in values from one data point to another. So given the huge difference between all these points, you definitely want to normalize your data here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the data that's in this table, and we're going to start with the normalizer node, and then I've also dropped the denormalizer next to it, so then you can see how you do the reverse of the normalization. But to first normalize, let's take the data table, connect it to the normalizer node, then double click to configure the node, and from here you have three different settings for which you can normalize. You can do a min-max, which is everything will fall between the particular range that you feed into the node, or you can do like the z-score or like a normal distribution normalization. And then there's also this normalization by decimal scaling. I've never used it, so if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can check over here in the description to the right hand side when you've clicked on the node. But anyways, I'm going to run with the min-max normalization between 0 and 1. I'll hit apply. Okay, so now the node's configured. I can right click, execute, and now what we can see is that all the values are normalized between that 0 and that 1 that we fed into the normalizer node. And now the inverse is if you want to take these values and undo them or go back to what they were originally, there's two steps involved, or two connections I should say, from the normalizer to the denormalizer. And you'll notice that the normalizer node has this little blue output on the bottom, whereas the denormalizer has this blue output on the top. So what you have to do is you have to take the blue outputs, connect them together, and then your normal output goes connected to your regular input from the normalizer to the denormalizer. If you don't do this step right, if you don't connect the blue ports, then you won't be able to, or Knime won't let you configure it won't let you go into a configured status. See, it's always in red right now. Even if I go into here, there's really no configuration to do, but it won't, like Knime won't let me execute, and that's simply because you haven't given it the connection from this blue port to this blue port up here. Now that I've connected it, you can see that the node is in the yellow status, which means I can configure it. We're ready to execute. So I'm just going to right click, execute. Now if we go back, we'll see the original values we saw from the original table. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you take data, normalize it, and then denormalize it in Knime. Let me know if you have any questions, and like always, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. I'll catch you guys on the next one.